everybody, and welcome back to the Three Stitches podcast. I am your host, your host for this Monday, no, not Monday, goodness gracious. You will see that I am, well, not all there. And as a demonstration of that fact, I knew I was going to podcast, and yet I left my cup of tea over here. So, excuse me for a sec. Alright. I'm going to be rude again this episode, and I'm going to have a beverage with me, just because I have an exam in an hour, and I need all the caffeine I can get. So, what's my train of thought there? Oh, okay. I am living in a dorm, so my disclaimer for this episode is that there will be extraneous noise. I don't know what kind of extraneous noise, but as you saw last episode, or 3 episodes ago technically, anything can happen, and it usually does. And I don't know what episode this is going to be. It'll either be episode 146 or 147, because I know Nilil is going to podcast today. Well, today for me, yesterday for you guys. So if she does get one successfully uploaded, then it will be 147. So just, don't take me on my word on that one, because I don't see it. Okay, so as I said, I have an exam in an hour, and then I have an exam at 2, and then I will be officially done with my French class, and all French for college. I am so excited for. After 4 semesters, I am ready to be done with it. Hopefully, the exam that I have in an hour is for physiological psych, and hopefully, the results of that test, I will not have to take the cumulative final. I'm really, really hoping, because I don't like studying for the unit exam. I don't want to study for a final. So hopefully, when I get that grade back, I will be done with 2 classes officially. This weekend, today is not the end of all my finals yet, or all my exams yet. I have an online exam tomorrow. I have an online essay to do on Saturday, another online essay for the same class on Sunday, and I have another online exam to do before next Thursday. So I'm probably going to do that on Saturday or on Sunday just to get it out of the way. She's really loosened up on this one. It used to be that on her 2 previous tests, you would, you'd log on to the exam, you'd have an hour and a half to do 60 questions, and you had to do 1 question and move on. You couldn't go back to the questions, so there was always a dilemma for me, and for everybody else it turns out as well, that it was either, use up a ton of time that you might need later, or do an educated guess and move on, and hopefully you got it right, and hopefully you don't screw up and click next by accident. So, yeah. So she decided to change that this time, and she decided to give us 3 hours. So that'll be a whole lot less stressful than last time, or the past 2 times. Because a lot of kids, the first exam, nowhere did it say that you can't backtrack, so we all went, okay, we'll skip this question, we'll come back to it, and even I did it. And I skipped at least 8 or 9 questions, and at the end they're like, okay, you're done. I'm like, wait, no, I've got questions still to answer. So she got a barrage of emails, and for everyone that emailed her about it, she opened the test up again so we could take it once more, which thankfully, I emailed her, so I did get to take it again, but that was awful, absolutely awful. So, as of Sunday, hopefully I will be officially done with 4 classes. I have a history online exam, it's an essay exam, on the 4th, and then I should be done, unless I have to take the physiological exam on the 7th. So then all I'll have to do is just wrap up the independent study, which will be, emailing drafts between me and Research Buddy all summer, so it's not like it's going to be wrapped up before the 7th. But I can deal with that, because I've got the bulk of my work on it done. We agreed that she would write most of the literature review. I would write the procedure and the methods and all that stuff, because that was mostly the bulk that I did. I coded it all. all that kind of stuff. I mean, I typed up all 119 essays. So, I mean, I took care of that portion, and, I mean, I'm going to help her a bit on the literature review, and then we're going to collaborate on the discussion section, which, I mean, like she said, I mean, she's probably going to write the bulk of it. I mean, I'll interject on ideas that we need to include, but for the most part, that's going to be her section as well. And so, as she's writing this, you know, we'll email back and forth. So, yeah, that's the prognosis. Well, not a prognosis. Yeah. That's kind of what the rest of my semester looks like. But, and I know, Mom and Catherine will be very proud when I say this. Sorry, I need caffeine. For once, this is my third year in college, for the first time in 6 semesters, I acted like a completely normal college student on Saturday. And I know Catherine and Mom just fell off their chairs, but I did. I was in the psych lab, the computer lab, on Saturday, and I was studying for my French exam, my oral exam that was on Monday. And I'm going through, and Leisha's buddy, aka Leah in real life, and Sarah, kind of like walk up. They're like, "Hey, we thought we would find you here." I'm like, "Yeah, no surprise. This is my second home." And they had gone to HEB and they got like those box lunches. So it was a sandwich, a pack of multi-grain pita chips, which are actually much tastier than they sound. Trust me on that one. And a cookie. And they're just like, "Hey, we got an extra one." It's like, "Oh, thanks." Something, had lunch. Well, we kind of broke the rules when we ate in the psych lab. But hey, we were neat about it. And so they brought me a roast beef and horseradish sandwich, which was absolutely delicious. Probably just because it made a great break from studying French. It really did. It's kind of sad when eating is a great escape from studying. But yes, it was. And so we stayed there until they kicked us out at 5. And then, we were just like, what, I'm hungry. Why don't we go for dinner? And Cyrus was like, "Yeah, we can go to China Star." And so we walked across campus. We went for Chinese. And, they take cougar bucks, which is very good. And, yeah, it was really, really good, too. And then Leah's like, "Hey, we're going to go back to my dorm and study for a while." She's like, "Cool, I'll come with you." And, after dinner, I was like, "You know what, I think I'm just going to go take a nap this day." So we're like, "Okay, we're down for upper floor if you need us." So we went to her loft. And long story short, I actually got all my studying done, which I needed to do, which was very surprising for me. Especially with all the talking and chatting and laughing we did throughout the whole thing. And I didn't get back to my dorm till 1:30 a.m. I know, it sounds so bad. But yes, I did. Sunday, I woke up and I was absolutely fine. I did more studying because I had to actually practice this oral exam, which wasn't fun. But I didn't really feel the effects of only getting 5-6 hours of sleep. Now it was more than that because I got up at 9. I know, so bad, so bad. But then Monday, I woke up and I'm like, ugh, I feel like death. Because getting up at 9 one day and then 5:45 the next day is not fun. Not fun at all. But yes, Saturday was a whole lot of fun. And I got a whole lot done, which was very nice. So, I guess I should probably segue back into knitting because that's why everybody's here, I assume. Maybe not. Maybe you guys just tune in to see my craziness throughout the weeks. I wouldn't mind. Cool. I don't know. Okay, I'm thinking, but I'm not speaking, and I'm just kind of sitting here with a cup of tea in my hand. Apparently it's not doing its job because I'm still scatterbrained. I got about 40 minutes to my exam. Woo! And you don't need that countdown. But apparently, in my whacked out brain, you do. Okay, so as you can probably tell from my week in review, I didn't get much knitting done. I really didn't. But I was so proud of myself. I unraveled my sweater, well, at least to the shoulders, or the armholes, and I didn't shed a tear. It was very surprising. I was pulling it out, and it was very therapeutic, and I wasn't like, oh my gosh, I'm pulling out my sweater. I guess it probably helped that I waited a week to do that, and I don't remember what I was watching, but I was taking a study break, and I don't remember. I think I was watching CSI. CSI New York. And so I was kind of engrossed in that, and I'm just winding and winding, and I'm like, oh, I better stop before my sleeves fall off. Yeah. So, then I picked up all the stitches, which there's about like 500. And, I mean, it also doesn't help that I'm doing a size 44, or 44 inches around. Not like 44 as in like dress size. Yeah, 'cause I'm not a wimp. But, I got 4 rows done. No, 5. Excuse me, 5. Not that bad. I got a whopping 5 rows done. And so, it's kind of hard to show you guys because it's at that stage where the sleeves are kind of weird, and I have a ton of stitches on the needle. But this is the Woodburn Cardigan by Carol Feller. I remembered. It's got these 4. I mean, this is 2 repeats of the cable, so there's 4 on the back, 1 on each arm, and 2 at each button band. Yeah, so it is sad to see it all back up in balls again, but I'm not resenting it right now, which is very good. And I think, in the future, I'll have to wait, like a few days at least. The week is really nice. I don't hate it now, which is very good, because when I finished it and I put it on, I'm like, I don't like it. I'm just like, no. I was this close to taking a match to it. I really was. But then I was like, wait, that's how, I spent all that money on the yarn. Yeah, I'll unwind it. And as I sat and thought about it, I'm like, you know what? I've got a plan. I don't have to rip it all out. I don't have to find a new pattern. So, yeah. So time and waiting really did help. Speaking of time, I just realized that I have a little bit more than 10 days to finish this shawl, because it has to go to Research Buddy, and since she is moving to Ohio, it's not like I can walk across campus and give it to her. So it has to get done by the 7th of May, and of course I'm in the middle of a row, and I think I'm cabling this row. Yes, I am. I'm going to cable this row. And I think I got maybe like 1 or 2 repeats done. I don't remember. I mean, it was only a week ago, but I don't remember what I had done last week. It's probably just only, a cable repeat, maybe. I remember cabling on Tuesday, I think. I want to say maybe it was Tuesday. No, it couldn't have been Tuesday. It must have been Thursday. Yeah, but anyways. It is the Henriette shawl, and I mean, it is heavily modified, so when I put up on Ravelry, I'll let you guys know what I did. And I'm currently on skein 3 of, I want to say 5, and I'm halfway there, so I mean, they are going faster since my rows are getting longer, but yeah, so I probably the past like week or two I've been thinking, I'm like, this needs to be my primary project, and yet it never happened. Never happened. But next week it should be a really pretty chill week, just because my next assignment after Sunday is due on that Saturday. So I'll have a week to prepare for it, and nothing else really. So I'll have a good amount of knitting time to work on it. Yes, that's the rest of that sentence. Alright. My Flotheringale, I don't know if I got any progress done on it. Let's see here. Gotta fish out my pattern here. I might have gotten a row or 2 done. I don't remember what I did after I podcasted. Absolutely terrible, I know. I was on row 80-something. I think I did get some work done. I probably got like 1 or 2 rows done, so nothing, groundbreaking, nothing, I didn't light the world afire with my progress, but I should probably get back to work on this. But again, my Henriette, which, it has to take priority, so probably, in reality, probably won't get any work done. Yes. Alright, so I still have yet to put it on a bigger circular needle, so you can't see exactly what the pattern looks like. And every time I finish recording, I'm sorry, okay. So every time I finish recording, I keep saying to myself, you know what, I should put that on a bigger circular for next time. But I never do. Never ever. I know, really, really bad. But that is what it looks like. I know, it looks like just like a mess of lace. And sometimes it's kind of what it feels like. Yeah. That is My Fotheringale by M. Mario. And I know Jackie has caught up to all of us, and I've known that for a while, and I know she's probably been keeping working on it. But have I picked it up? Nope. Nope. It's been sitting in my peacock bag by my desk, like it has for a very long time now. No work done on it. And that's the Even Star, by the way. I'm sorry, I probably should have mentioned that. And my Triad scarf, sitting in my desk drawer, has gotten no love. I guess this is the downfall of being incredibly not monogamous. Yeah. I don't know how you make that plural. I'll have to Google that. Yeah. I know Google will just look at me like, what? Why are you Googling this? But yes, I will. I'll have to Google that. So, our autism awareness knit-along is coming to a close soon. Let's see, today is the 25th. So that means you got like 5 or 6 days. So we'll probably be wrapping it up early next week. You still got plenty of time to get your projects in. Check out the Penhook and Needles podcast Ravelry group. They've got all the information there. So they conveyed it so much better than I could ever dream of, especially in the process of being caffeinated. And again, like Pavlov's dog, I said caffeinated and went, ooh, tea, and I had a drink, of course. I couldn't wait till the end of a thought, or the end of this little thingy. But no, I had to just be like, tea. Okay, so, that's that. I don't think we have any other bits of business. So, Catherine will see you on Monday, Mom will see you on Wednesday, and I will see you back here on Friday, which might get a bit weird since there's no class on Thursdays, and so I don't know when Rumi will be here, so it'll be just kind of be like whenever I have a chance to podcast, I will. So it may be Friday morning, which has never happened yet, but it might. It might. It'll most likely be sometime Thursday, but again, I don't know her schedule. I don't know if she's going to be here. I don't think she has any exams next week, so she probably might just be at her boyfriend's house. So, again, it's going to be weird, but it will happen. I promise, it will happen. Even if I have to, sit on a dryer in the basement and podcast down there. It will happen. Alright, so, like I forgot to say, I am Knitting Doink on Ravelry and on Plurk, so come find me and friend me. Wouldn't be in real life, but I guess since you watched finished the episode, it doesn't really matter now. But, sorry about that. Again, I'm in the process of being caffeinated, so you can't blame me. Actually, you can, but... Alright, so, I will see you next week. So until then, bye!